Good afternoon, everyone. I'm a little bit jet lagged, so it took me 20 hours to get here. I arrived very late last night. So if occasionally I stumble, it's just blame it on the jet lag. As it was mentioned, my job is in sustainable nutrition. It's still a relatively new area for us, and I'm really pleased that we're actually creating jobs and even maybe careers in this area within industry. It's a very exciting time to be a part of this. So part of my job is to spread the word, is to get out there and talk about what we do, and to try and bring in collaborations to support efforts, and that's why we're really happy to help support and be a part of CIMSANS. And my boss, who really wanted to be here today, Dr. Anne Roulin, she asked me to convey the fact that she's really, really happy with how everything's going with CIMSANS, and she wished she could be here. So, I was asked to give a little set the scene. Yeah, I guess, the big picture, set the scene. Okay, so the idea is that at Nestlé we work with what happens with the consumer end. That's our end goal, is to improve the health of our consumers. So you can see in the far end, health protection. But we know it all starts with the food supply. Everything starts with the food supply. And we go through this path of food security, pleasure, nutrition balance, and health protection. And along those, we have the technologies to help support that. So, but it all starts with agriculture. But we can't do the health science without knowing about the agriculture. And this is where it's really important that we collaborate, because we do have an agricultural section, but we certainly don't have the power and the knowledge that can be generated by communities like this. And to put that in the backdrop of the obviously big world problems that we're facing, we have the double burden, so the huge burden of overnutrition and undernutrition. And it is a huge focus for us to look at this entire spectrum because each end brings its own problems. I've worked more on the undernutrition side in my past in terms of vitamin A deficiency, but we know that it's such a huge problem that it's not something that we can do alone. It's something that even agriculture has a big part to play, and I'll mention that more in the other session. The term sustainable nutrition, it's one that we use and we've defined, but there are other definitions out there. But what we have certainly found in trying to come more into the forefront in this area is to understand how it has a role to play in social development. So if we improve the nutrition of the people, we know we can improve their health. We improve then the productivity, less sick days, less obesity, less problems in terms of what the government has to face to fund these issues. A country can then hopefully get more growth, we get some higher incomes, and then we know we can buy better and higher quality food. So it fits very nicely into this larger circle also for social development. And last slide, promise. We did a little modelling system. So we have a few models that we use already within Nestlé. One of them is a nutrition balance tool. That's the thing that I'm mostly working on at the moment, to try and understand how we can deliver more complete nutritional diets. We don't just consider calories, but we consider like 30-odd nutrients in what we try to do. And so we did a model based on a Punjab small farm, 6 hectares, with 3 buffaloes. And the base scenario was they have 1 cow that delivers a certain amount of milk per cow, and this is their standard setup for their agriculture of rice, wheat and milk, and they have no fallow land. We did a simulated scenario where we know we can increase the yield of cows, so we say 15 litres per day per cow. If they had 6 cows and they changed the way that they worked on their agriculture, we know that we can improve their potential nutrition balance of the family with this farm, as well as their gross profit, as well as reduce their water footprint and maintain the amount of energy that they can produce with this farmland. This is what we would call, a win-win scenario. The farmer wins, the family of the farmer wins, they get better nutrition, but also the milk usually that comes from these cows, if we've worked with the farmers, is also higher quality, and we can guarantee to pay a good price for the farmer as well. So in the most basic sense, we know we can affect many, many different factors just by changing what we do with resource efficiency for nutrition. And I think my main key message is that everything we do in nutrition starts with agriculture. And I really want to help us put that more into the modelling systems that we use. Okay, thank you very much.